Today I'm so excited because I will bring you along and show you how Orthodox Jewish Party, as well as 5 things you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish Party. If you have been here for a while, first and foremost, thank you for coming back to spend some time with me. It's so nice to be together again. And if you're new, hi, my name is Sara Malka, and on my channel, I share all facets of my Orthodox Sephardic Jewish life as a full-time working mom with small kiddos. So please do not forget to leave this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Let me put on a pretty tichel and let's jump into it. If I say that I love you. When there is a Jewish party in the Orthodox community, it is usually associated to a major life event, like a wedding, an engagement, a Jewish holiday, a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah, a birth, and so many other reasons. The main goal of the celebration or party is always to get closer to God and to create and/or reinforce the sense of achdut in Hebrew or unity in English within the Jewish community, whether the party is on a smaller scale, like at home, or a bigger scale, like today. This is usually why a party is such a special event. Today you're going to see inside a classic Orthodox Jewish party. This one is part of our Purim celebration, which is one of the minor Jewish holidays in our calendar. It is a holiday where we listen to the book of Esther twice. We also give a set amount of money to the poor, what we call matanot laevyonim. We offer gifts with food called mishloach manot, and we partake to conclude the Purim celebration with a Purim party where we will enjoy the mishteh, also called Purim seuda or Purim meal. If a party is done for the community, like this one, the first thing we need is a large party room or hall, but not all halls are created equal. The first thing you will notice in a good Orthodox Jewish hall is that you will have kippah or yarmulke at the entrance in case a man does not have it. For an Orthodox Jewish party, we need a room that will be spacious enough not only to seat all the people, but that room needs to seat men and women separately, as men and women in any Orthodox Jewish gathering will be separated when they are not from the same family. This separate seating starts at 13 years old when a boy turns bar mitzvah, and at 12 years old for a girl when she turns bat mitzvah. Before these ages, they are all considered as children and they can go on both sides. To separate the women's side from the men's side, we will use the first thing you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party, and that is a Mechitzah or separation. Here it is a series of racks draped with elegant fabric, and we found the same kind of separation for the Sephardic Orthodox wedding that you saw in our Jewish wedding video. The Mechitzah does not need to be fancy. A simple separator that is thick enough for men and women not to see each other is absolutely perfect. In the video I made about the Orthodox Sephardic Jewish wedding, many of you asked me why do we separate men and women. I will answer this question with pleasure a little later on in the video when we are going to look into the 4th thing that you will need to have a successful Orthodox Jewish party. Usually in an Orthodox Jewish party, you will find one large table with many side tables, like on the men's side, or like on the women's side, where you will only have round tables. Usually every round table will be seating about 10 people. Traditionally, the tables have a gorgeous centerpiece and beautiful cutlery, glassware, and dishware because, like I mentioned to you in the Jewish kitchenware tour, we love beautifying our Shabbat and holiday tables as well as our tables for any celebrations with elegant plates, glasses, bowls, and everything else to create magical moments and elevate our celebration. Another item you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party is bread. And that is because bread plays a big role in our Orthodox Jewish life, especially for Shabbat and most Jewish holidays, besides Yom Kippur, of course, as well as in many life cycle events such as a bar or bat mitzvah, wedding, and so much more. You may ask yourself why bread is so important to Orthodox Jews. Well, it is because the Torah says that we should eat, feel satisfied, and bless God for the food that we've just eaten. This commandment from the Torah is made specifically for bread that we've eaten during our meal. So eating bread really constitutes a meal that satisfies us physically and spiritually through the after blessing called Birkat or grace after meal, which is one of the positive mitzvah or commandment directly from the Torah. Therefore, as we previously mentioned, one of the main goals of any Orthodox Jewish celebration or party is to grow closer to God. So when we eat bread, we will connect the physical world with the spiritual world in our celebration through eating bread and reciting Birkat Hamazon or grace after meal, and I will show you in more details the rituals associated to Birkat Hamazon once we're done eating. Before we eat bread, we will wash our hands, and this is where the second thing you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party will make its appearance, and that is washing basins outside of bathrooms. Here, the basins are in the corridor next to the reception hall. Usually in these basins, you will only have cold water faucets, as we can only use cold water to wash our hands ritualistically. We will use a Netilat Yadayim or Negelwasser for our Ashkenazi brothers, which is a double-handle washing cup, and we will fill up the Netilat Yadayim with water all the way to the top and make the water overflow as a good omen that our life shall be overflowing with blessings. We will pour the water 3 times on each hand, and then we will recite the blessing of Netilat Yadayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Netilat Yadayim. We dry our hands, and without talking nor making any interruption between our hand washing and eating, we will go to the table and we will enjoy our bread, making the blessing on the bread and dipping it in salt before enjoying it. Usually when we are ready to eat our bread, there is already salads on the table. Because what you're seeing is an Orthodox Sephardic party, there will be chukchuka, eggplant salad, bava ganoush, and hot peppers as salads that are going to be served. And of course, if you want these amazing recipes as well as the best tips and tricks to make these Sephardic salads, I will have the link to the video above and in the description box below, so you can watch that video after this one. Another thing that is particular to an Orthodox Jewish party is that children are always included in the party and they are rarely left at home. Sometimes they will have babysitters at the party to keep them busy, or like at this party, they could 100% participate. In a nutshell, we want to include the children in our celebrations as much as possible for them to learn by example, to see what is a true Jewish celebration, for them to experience how much fun it is, as well as for them to look forward to the next one, whether as a child or as an adult. The third thing you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party is a kosher caterer. It is so important to have a kosher caterer because not only do the cooks need to know what we can and cannot eat as Orthodox Jews, but they also need to know what we can and cannot mix together. Like we do not mix meat and milk, we do not mix meat and fish, and for us Orthodox Sephardic Jews, we do not mix fish and milk together. Furthermore, the caterers also have to know how to verify our food to make sure it is bug-free. As Orthodox Jews, we follow the commandment in the Torah, who forbids us to eat any bugs. On a side note, another reason why it is so important to have a kosher caterer at an Orthodox Jewish celebration or party when it is made on a bigger scale like today, it is because the servers have to be trained about certain kosher laws, as well as to know that they need to remove all utensils and plates between a fish dish and a meat dish, for example, like during this meal. The fourth thing you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party is some space to dance with good Orthodox Jewish music so people can dance, because believe me, who says Orthodox Jewish party implies dancing. But here the dances are a bit different than the regular non-Jewish party where people are dancing by themselves or in small groups facing each other. In an Orthodox Jewish party, people will dance with each other, holding hands, doing the hora, or dancing in circle together like we did during the Sephardic Orthodox Jewish wedding. We dance that way once again to create a sense of community, a sense of vardut or unity. This way of dancing creates beautiful bonds and memories, and also this way of dancing makes that nobody feels left out or feel awkward because they do not know how to dance. If you can walk, you can dance at the Jewish Orthodox party. Again, our goal is we are all together dancing as one. To go back to the previous question, why men and women are separated in Jewish Orthodox gatherings when they are not from the same family? Well, one of the most common reasons is to protect our modesty and avoid mingling between men and women. You might be asking yourself, how do I personally feel about being separated from men in Orthodox Jewish events? And my answer is very simple. I love it. These parties are like a major girls' night out. We connect with other women, we have fun, we talk about everything. It is really a girl power time. It energizes my week and it helps me connect more deeply with my friends, to my community, and it even helps me connect with my husband, because after the party we will be able to describe to each other what we saw at the party from our different perspectives on our way home, and I absolutely love it. On a side note, many synagogues have Jewish party halls in the same building, and where we had this party was no exception. We can see the men's side in the front, the women's side in the back behind the Mechitzah, the Aron where the Torah scrolls are kept in the front of the room, as well as so many other items that are unique to an Orthodox Jewish synagogue. And if you want for me to do a full tour of an Orthodox Jewish synagogue, please let me know in the comments below and I will do this video for you with pleasure. A runner-up that almost made it to the 5 things you will need to make a successful Orthodox Jewish party are kosher and often large bathrooms. Because usually there are large seating areas with mirrors, the children go there when they want to talk, and as women we always chit-chat when we are changing our baby's diapers. So as you can see, the bathrooms at an Orthodox Jewish event is like a multi-purpose room. One of the particularities with a bathroom in an Orthodox party room is that they do not use regular rolls of toilet paper, but they use detached toilet paper, as we cannot rip on Shabbat and the holidays, so we use Kleenex or special pre-cut toilet paper like this one. After using the bathroom, of course, we will be washing our hands with soap and water. We dry them with pre-cut papers as well for the same reason. We will also wash our hands after going to the bathroom ritualistically. At the conclusion of the meal in which we ate bread, we say Birkat Amazon or grace after meal, thanking God for giving us sustenance. Before reciting the grace after meal, we rinse our fingertips. This washing is called Ma'im HaChachonim, final waters. After washing ma'im hachonim, I refrain from talking until I do Birkat Hamazon, and once Birkat Hamazon is completed, we will be served the dessert. But before I show you all the wonderful desserts that were served to us on that night, let me share with you the fifth thing you will need, and in my opinion the most important one you will need to have a successful Orthodox Jewish party, and that is Simcha. Simcha could be translated in English by joy, but this principle goes way beyond that. Simcha is the spiritual joy of being blessed to be able to participate in the mitzvah or commandment we are gathered for, whether a wedding, a bar mitzvah, or in this case, a Purim party. And our only role when we are there at the celebration or party is for us to bring simcha. So in a wedding, for example, our sole goal will be to rejoice the bride and groom. That includes dancing, put on a show, as well as sometimes wearing a dinosaur costume at a wedding to bring simcha to the bride and groom, to make them happy and increase their physical and spiritual joy to be able to accomplish this commandment or mitzvah at hand. Therefore, this is why, in my opinion, even with the best hall, the best catered food, the best music, the best decor and Mechitzah, without this fifth item called Simcha, everything will fall flat. And this is why it is the most important thing for every guest that comes to any Jewish party to be prepared to create moments of Simcha for everyone to feel comfortable, to feel welcome, and therefore increase our closeness to each other and ultimately increasing our closeness to God. I would love to know, what was your favorite part of an Orthodox Jewish party? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. And know that in my book, by you being you, makes this world, and especially my world, a better place to live in. If you're here until the end, please write in the comments, I love Jewish party, so I know I was not alone. And if nobody told you today, know that you are loved and you are enough just the way you are. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to frum it up.
On my chest, I hope you don't mind if I say that I love